You're now tuned into the other side. The other side of sports. It's your host, Laws in the building. It's me, it's D. We in here. As you can see, we in the war room, the draft room today. We're going through all the 31 teams, draft board. We're going to talk about who they need to, each team needs to pick. Got the mock draft set up and everything. Uh, Before we get into the draft, dog, Love is Blind 4, season 4. This joint is good, dog. The model is unbeatable. The model of the show is just
I was
like,
telling y'all, yeah.
dog. You could just keep doing this jump forever and ever, rerun it back, run it back, run it back, and it'll always get some suckers who gonna think they can find love through a glass window, dog. It just, yeah. I mean, we see once people see each other, then you kind of like see everything kind of dissipate. It, whatever love that these Bama's think they find in the pods, I'm gonna say, what's the rate that they actually the couple stay together? Is it like it's like 10%? These couples actually stay together when they leave the pods?
Yeah, see, I don't know the numbers, but I would imagine it's something low like that, though.
It gotta be low, cause you only getting like five couples, like 5 or 6 couples that come out of every season. Is
Hmm.
any of the couples still together, yeah? From like
They
the
are.
former season?
There is. There was this one couple. I want to say it was like 2 seasons ago. It was
The black
black.
girl with the white dude,
Yeah,
they still
yeah.
together?
They still together.
Oh man,
But it's
yeah,
really far and in between, though. It's not a lot of them that stay together after being chosen on the show.
yeah, dog. These young dog. I don't know where they find these people, but a lot of them got issues. Yeah, a lot of them got like major issues that you see come to fruition once they get into the real world. Like you're like,
Right. And then that's the risk you run when you're doing this process in reverse. When you're not seeing that person, all you can do is hear that person, and you don't know this person's life. You don't know anything about their life or them because you can't see them other than just talking to them. And so now you're working this thing in reverse. You can't really sit down, spend time with this person other than a day in the pod. You can spend all day with them. I don't know how long how long is it when they're in the pod before
no,
they make that choice?
I ain't
That's
sitting in that jump more than 45 minutes a day. Like, I mean, I guess you like you do it like a job. So you probably sit in a pod like an hour per session, or if you want to like you can like I guess they might got like a little checklist where you could check off if you want to see certain people more
for
often
sure,
or
for
not.
sure.
So I
Yeah,
guess like you could probably like if you like one person, you be like, oh, I want to see them today, blah blah blah, and you just keep seeing them each day, and then whoever you kind of build the rapport with or whatever, whatever. But that's not enough to just walk out of the joint and just be like, I'm trying to marry this person or get engaged. Like,
that's not.
I mean, I know that's in the contract for you to have to do that, but like, and you see that joint fizzle out quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say these things about this season before we get on to our draft, though. Marshall is a sucker. Like that Bama's super dog, super soft. I'm like, pull yourself together, bro. Like, what is wrong with this Bama crying over everything, dog? My 2-year-old daughter don't cry as much as this Bama was crying and just I'm like, bro, pull yourself together. But
Wait,
again,
right. And you saw before that though, when he was trying to get Youngin, he was, he had his chest puffed out. You know what I'm saying?
talking about he gonna wreck Cuz. First of all, he wasn't about to wreck Cuz.
No, he wasn't.
Cuz an MMA fighter. I can see the cauliflower is he'd have whopped him.
Right.
So did the Bama came up to him and basically try to like fight him in the like when they like after they get together. I know I'm spoiling the jump, but after they get together, they like come together and the dude was at the little like meet and greet jump, and he was like came up to him. I don't know if he was drunk that night or whatever, but he was like ruffling him up, and then the Bama was like, I don't know what that's about. Dog, I would have gave that Bama two crazy straight rights, dog. He just came up like talking about I love you, bro. Mr. Still Your Girl. Like that type of stuff.
He was sauced up though that night. He was sauced up.
It don't matter though. Dog. I'm talking about Marshall.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about
It's
Marshall, not the other
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Oh
The other
yeah.
dude was sauced up, but
Yeah.
like D, if somebody came up on you and was like that, like acting like that, you'd be like, "Hey, bro, you a little sauced up. You need to
Right.
get your hands off me.
Right.
Back up." This Bama just let a man handle him. Like that's the type of soft cookie dough ice cream business I'm talking about,
And
dog.
that's why younger they want to stay with him.
She ain't want him. Bama want to talk about every single feeling, dog. I never seen a Bama want to talk so much.
About feelings.
Dog, period. I don't even want to talk that much. I talk probably on here the most I talk about anything. I be in the house like, all right, yeah. The 2 word sentences, dog. It's ridiculous. Dog, yeah, the whole cast, they found some special ones, dog. I say that. Then they got Kwame. This Batman headline started 50%, like a charging battery, and he on the jump doing everything Shorty got him doing, dog. Like he back at the plantation, dog. I'm like, what's going on?
Uh, hey, you know that I mean, I think that's he at the end of the day though, I feel like part of that, I feel like they're good for each other, Ja, like the two of them.
No, because he ain't got the coon chip activated, and she like I I think he checked the box for her, like she had somebody. Because for me, like it just looked like all she had was her dog, and that's all she
For
was
sure.
going to have.
For sure.
And then the pod situation basically gave her somebody, and
Hmm.
and it's all about her, dog. And he's a people pleaser, so you know. Bama, Aaron said earlier, but you got a grown man can't even tell his mom what he about to do. He don't want to jump walking on eggshells, like
But you
like
know,
dog.
that's a culture thing though, man. You know how culturally, I'm not saying that I would be in that scenario, but you know, culturally, it's different when family means a lot more in other cultures. It's only in this Western world that we look at things differently.
I
And he's
agree.
not really about that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why his
But he
mama,
wanna he wanna marry Mary Poppins. He want to be with Mary Poppins, dog. So this is what you get. You get ostracized from your family, dog. I mean,
but she came around eventually. Though. That's the good part. I just ruined it. Good grief.
yeah. I mean,
My
yeah,
bad,
she
y'all.
showed up at the wedding.
No.
Oh, all right. This man already on. He already on the reunion, Ern. Hey, Ern, when you gonna go on the show, dog?
This man,
See you.
he took off his headphones. He took off his headphones.
Ern, you want to go, dog? For our entertainment and enjoyment.
Bro, I would be crying every episode. I would cry,
No, we gotta get somebody we know on the show, dog. Let's get Tuck on that joke. Somebody we know got to go on that joke, dog. Just so we can be in that episode with the friends and be like, "Yeah, so how did you know? And when did you know it was right, dog?" It just chuckle ourselves because we know the whole joke is scam.
Cause I just wonder who they going. But this is the thing though. If you had somebody like to, who they gonna bring on the show to be his boys though? That's the question.
No, they're gonna bring us. What you mean?
And
Oh,
that's
Tuck.
the.
Oh, nah. If Tuck going on that joke, we definitely ain't going on that. Ain't no
That's
way,
what
dog. Ain't
you
no
ain't
way.
gonna want us nowhere near
Yeah.
that.
It
Worlds
got to be
collide, yo.
Aaron or Rick, dog. That's it. Yeah. Then the only chances we get. Aaron said he not going on the jump, dog. So yeah, so we'll see. Aaron, Aaron, we would you ever go on Love Is Blind?
15 years ago, yeah.
What if
Just
they
to get
pay?
my own spinoff.
Get your own spin off? Is they what if they cut? Are they cutting checks to the people on Love Is Blind?
I think the money you would get is by, you know, you are a brand now, and so you can use that to make money.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm trying to
So
say? Because
because they, I mean, they guess they feed you in the pods. Because I'm looking at the jump from a financial standpoint. Like Batman's getting 3 meals a day. Bama's getting, what do you call it? Room and board in the jump. Then do they let you? They pay for the ring and the wedding and all of that stuff.
that's the
Wedding
part.
dress,
Yeah,
suit,
see, that's the
all
part
that.
I'm not sure, but it looked like they do because they go
Yeah,
into the
that's yeah,
same
that's
joint. So
yeah, that's a good deal. Let me see if I can get my wife. We can go in that jump, be on the opposite ends, and I'd be like, yeah, I really like this jump on the other side. Yeah. Do it all over again. Free wedding, dog.
Free
They
everything,
go to
bro.
Mexico too.
Right.
That's where the truth come out. Mexico.
Yep.
You see,
That's what happened, man.
you see what happened in Mexico, young. Bama's really with it. So let me just get this out of the way. Is Brett and other shorty gonna make it?
Who is this?
Brett.
Which one is Brett?
That's the other black dude, big buff Bagwell type Bama with the frohawk jump.
Oh, I need talking about. I need talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make it, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Dang dog. Okay. All right. On to our draft. We are here. We got the draft layout here. We're gonna get into it. Um, I've selected a few teams on here for us to choose for. Um, I like just the marquee teams I've added for us to choose for them. The draft will actually like auto populate for the other teams that I have not
Mm-hmm.
selected. And the first person on the clock is the Carolina Panthers at pick number one, and that draft pick belongs to us, and who we deem should be number one. Now, this is not necessarily what the teams are gonna do, but what we as the OSS crew think that the team should do based upon their needs, situations, all of the above. So, with the first pick in the draft, who should the Carolina Panthers go after?
Hmm.
I mean, you got. I mean, it's pretty much an all foregone conclusion that they're going to select a quarterback.
Right.
The question is just which quarterback will they select?
I've been hearing some stuff about, now people are talking about CJ Stroud when, shouldn't be
You
the first guy and it should be Bryce Young. Should be the first person.
hmm
I don't to
So
me, go ahead.
there's another caveat that I've heard recently, but like there's this new test. So like they did the Wonderlic test before. They
Mm-hmm.
have a new test that's like a digital that like basically tells teams how people process information and stuff like
Right, and
that.
how
And
fast they do it. Yeah.
yeah, and apparently Bryce Young scored very high on this test. And
Right.
so that's where like people are kind of drawing some of this like he's the best guy or whatever because of just that test that basically tests processing speed of quarterbacks, and apparently it has a pretty decent track record of who those people are. But if
And they
you're
were,
asking me,
uh,
CJ Stroud is my number one pick. I'm just
yeah, and they're saying that test you're talking about, that CJ didn't do good on that test.
hmm
And that's why they're saying, all right, Bryce Young is the first quarterback that should be taken because of that.
hmm
Despite
so
him being his frail size and he may not,
so are we doing that?
uh,
We got to be a collective voice. 2 out of 3
yeah,
votes.
yeah.
Aaron, who you selecting?
CJ Stroud, no question. Turning the card in, no second guessing.
CJ Stroud, no question. Are you the
Yeah,
only Bryce Young enthusiast?
I'm not. I don't have a whole lot of hopes for Bryce Young, and not because he's a bad player. I just think he's not going to make it long in the league. I'm going with C.J. Stroud. I don't know, and I feel like Carolina is probably a good situation to be in because of they got Frank Wright, and
hmm
he's like a that offensive minded guy type of dude, and they got Josh McCown who used to be one of our quarterbacks last year for the Giants, and now he's their quarterbacks coach. So I just think it's a good scenario that they're setting up for him to be, successful. I would definitely take CJ Stroud in that situation.
Yeah, and that's who we selected, CJ Stroud. Now on to the number 2 pick. Is this Bryce Young by default?
Yeah. But it should be him. But don't be surprised if that other guy gets it though. Um,
Really?
yeah.
I would be surprised, but
Why?
this is because he's not the second best quarterback on the board. He's not even the third best quarterback
Hold up.
or the
Who's the other
fourth.
guy? D?
Who Harold just said that
Really?
what's his name?
Who?
Out of
Levis.
yeah, Levens. I
Levis.
I
Ain't no
think
way.
I think Levis may be he's one of them players that may sneak into the top five. He may go top two
Mhm.
just because of what
I bet a
he
car.
fits.
Pick a car.
Hey, bro, I don't have a
Car, ain't
car
a
to,
car.
bro. I don't have something to give up for that jump. If I were to lose, dog, that's the
I
thing.
bet
I
you
don't
a car
have.
against wings that this Bama is not going.
Dog,
There's
he
no.
might. Dog, they infatuation with white quarterbacks, dog. We know.
So
They
you,
better they better get their rocks off later on in the end of the first or in the second round because
I don't think
if
that's
they
gonna
take
happen.
Levis
I don't think that's
in the
gonna
top
happen.
dog,
Okay, I'll put it like this then. Let me put it like this. These are the excuses that are gonna come up why he would get selected higher. They're gonna say this because he was in a bad school. School wasn't great. He didn't have a lot of weapons. He
All
didn't
the
have an
excuses.
offensive line. You know what
All
I'm
the
saying?
excuses.
And he still performed. And you know what I'm saying? He got a
did he?
rocket arm. I mean,
Does he?
to an extent for them. I'm just talking about for them. And he has a rocket arm. You see what I'm saying? And they're thinking you put him in the right scenario with the right, talent around him that he's going to be a top quarterback in a couple years. I'm just
So
telling you
it's
how
the
they're going
it's
to
the
That
do
sounds like Jake Locker to me. That sounds like you
it.
describing
nah,
Jake
nah,
Locker to me.
or it could be what's his name from the Chargers. What's his name?
Oh, their
Chargers
quarterback.
QB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't have him high as well. He shocked me. I mean, he had a gun, but I didn't know he was going to turn out the way he turned out.
We didn't have him high, but we didn't call him sorry.
That's true. I'll give you
He
that.
didn't get the slander that the Mitchell Trubisky got that I'm giving
Justin
Will Levis.
Herbert.
Just
Justin
There's a
Herbert.
difference.
yeah. There is a difference. I agree with you 100%. I'm just not surprised because of the commonality. That's all I'm
So
saying.
we need to make a decision because
All
for
right.
our draft board, it don't matter what they say because we just gonna come back to our draft board and be like, oh, we told you not to get that Bama.
All right. So it
So
would
if you don't get picked at all, then that's showcase the wisdom on our part. But
it'd be Bryce Young.
okay,
If what's the name goes one, then he would go two. Bryce Young will go two.
Bryce Young off board. Then Jalen Carter. Then Anthony Richardson. Ah, so the Colts did take Anthony Richardson based upon this mock draft. Jalen Carter out of Georgia goes third to the Cardinals.
And I think he'll
Um,
go second in the real draft because I don't think Carolina's going to take Stroud anymore, and I don't think Houston is going to take. I mean, not Stroud. Yeah, I don't think they're going to take
mhm,
Stroud anymore, and I
yeah.
don't think Houston is going to take him. So he might end up being the one that falls to 4, or potentially later in the draft, depending on how much weight they put into that test.
And I'm gonna tell
Mhm,
you right now, Aaron and Harold,
mhm.
this is a part four is where I can see Levis falling to.
Yes,
Based
Levis.
on
A lot of mock drafts have Levis have 4.
and look at the organization now. That's I'm trying to look at
You're right.
commonality.
Yeah. That's a place where he could go. If he was going to go, that's definitely a spot that we can go. Just for a second, I want to plug where we at on Thursday. Uh, where we at, Aaron, on Thursday for the draft? The Bethesda Sports. What what is it called? Bethesda Sports. Uh, Sports and Social in Bethesda. That's where we at on Thursday. So if y'all want to come and join us, hang out with the crew, all this crew, that's where we at. Um, you're right, D. Anthony Richardson. Wow, we probably look at him like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You're right. Will Levis could definitely go right there in that spot. Um, now for the fifth pick, Seattle Seahawks.
Hmm.
They got needs at guard, center, D lineman. Um, what do y'all think?
Hmm.
Did they pick up the tackle, Peter Skronsky out of Northwestern? Um,
Or what about the tackle out of I don't know how highly touted because I had him in
Paris Johnson
the Bama from
Jr.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Oh no, that's the dude out of Ohio State. You talking about Darnell Wright,
Yeah. But I don't
Tennessee?
see him going that high because they need a guard. I don't see a guard going 5. I don't see teams drafting a guard that high.
Yeah,
I know Washington did it some years ago, but I don't. I think it would be a D lineman or maybe one of
yeah,
the
sure.
wide receivers, maybe.
I think they probably go Will Anderson Jr. here.
Mm,
Like I just don't. I mean, you think about Pete Carroll and what he's trying to do, and yeah, they do need offensive line help, but
not this high.
not this high though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just hard. But what do you think? We going with a tackle here? So, Aaron not even on. He dropped off. Okay, let me see here. So it's down to us. So, do we think that they're going to take a tackle here?
Mm,
Paris Johnson Jr. or is Peter Skronsky? Those are only two like tackles here. Guards
I
that
don't
are
think
more
that. I don't think they're going to take a guard though. I think they will go with
Osiris Torrance. That's the only guard that's like
right. They could go. They could go wide receiver. I don't know if there's a wide receiver though that should be in the top 5.
Jackson Smith. I don't. Some of these other guys, they basket catchers. So I just
Yeah, you
uh,
can't put them in that top 5 when you basket
uh,
catching.
yeah, you talking about game changers. So it's one of them situations where it's like best available. Um, they could go D lineman,
Mm, yeah, they could.
uh, collegiate Cansey might be in the mix. Um,
'Cause that's
yeah,
the thing, man. D linemen are rated a lot higher now than what it was before.
yeah. So maybe yeah, I don't know. I guess we can make the call. Nolan Smith, that's another edge rusher they could probably go
Yeah,
after.
yeah,
Um, yeah, so I say Will Anderson Jr. I think he's the next best. Like you think like
prospect.
best available prospect. To me, he's the next best available prospect from a defensive standpoint. Even with the other needs. So I would probably go there. So make that selection. Let's look at our board here. All right. So we had Will Anderson Jr., then Jackson Smith. I don't. The thing is, I don't know why the Detroit Lions would end up picking a wide receiver. Because they got a wide receiver last year in the draft. They still have they got a pretty good wide receiving core.
They do.
So I mean, I know this the mock draft, but like their receiving core is jolly legit.
Yeah,
I
and they
mean,
were
they got
putting them numbers.
Jamison Williams that they got last year. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's a cooker. Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond. Like they got a solid wide receiver core. Now, I mean, I guess you could never have too many weapons for your team, but
Yeah, and they put
I
up numbers
probably
last year.
yeah, but I probably wouldn't pick Jackson here, but it doesn't hurt them at all. Then you got the Raiders. Raiders have a bunch of needs. I mean, one glaring need is quarterback.
They got Jimmy.
They got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
You don't, you don't think that's still
Nah, it's still sus, but they gonna let. I feel like they're gonna let
they're gonna let
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Excuse me, they're gonna let it be Jimmy's team, huh?
That's the way I feel, man. They're gonna let Jimmy do his thing.
So O
Um,
lineman,
so I think it's gonna be an O lineman. I don't did that guy from Northwestern. What Peter? I can't even pronounce the name.
Stronsky,
Yeah, did
yeah,
he go?
Stronsky. He's still there. Tackle's still there.
I would say, yeah, I would say they need offensive linemen. And I would see them going after somebody like that.
Okay, done. Falcons take Will Levis.
I could see that too.
And then you got the Bears take Devin Witherspoon, the cornerback out of Illinois. Collegiate Cansey out of Pittsburgh to the Eagles. D lineman. Tight end Dalton Kincaid to the Tennessee Titans. Now, I'm not I mean, I know people like Dalton Kincaid, and I think he's solid, but I like Michael Myers better, dog.
Mm,
Michael Mayer better at tight end. Like just the size, like you can just do. I mean, he's not as like he's not a like a quick fast, but he's more like they call him Baby Grunk, dog. Michael Mayer, they called him a Baby Grunk. So to me, I don't think the Tennessee Titans need a tight end. The tight end they got is solid.
yeah, I don't think
He
so either.
came on late in the season, and he's pretty solid. But I mean, people like Dalton Kincaid, so be it. Houston Texans, they got Bryce Young. Now, do they select a wide receiver? They go with him. Do they get O line help? Wide receiver class is not really
It's
that
not.
special this year.
No, I think that it's more like guys in the later rounds, but not in the first round like it was before. You're right. And Tennessee, I'm sorry, the Texans. I mean, if we already chose their quarterback, they do need a wide receiver. They can go
They
maybe
need big wide
center.
receivers. They need help.
They
They
need
need
they need
help.
wide receiver. They need center.
Yeah.
Um,
Wide receiver would be the splash pick, but they don't. The wide receivers like it's just real. Like Jackson Smith, he's
yeah,
solid,
yeah,
but
he good. Yeah.
like he's good. Like he got hands, he can catch. You know what I'm saying? Good. Jordan Addison, to me, I didn't see it though. Like, I mean, he just looked like another guy to me. Um,
Mm.
Quentin Johnston, yeah, he got the size. He looked, slow. Uh, I just, I mean,
I agree with you.
basket catching, dog, 1-on-1. You already know. Once Bama's cuff their arms, like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? They cuff their arms like this to
No,
catch footballs.
that's a
I'm
no.
like, you're a wide receiver at the next level. That's not gonna work. Or
Right. Use
you
your
know what I'm
hands,
saying?
young.
Use
Use
your
your
hands.
hands. Using
So
your body to
already
trap the ball.
the next person that's like I think can do it is Zay Flowers, and I think he, you know what I'm saying. But again, he's smaller in size,
Mhm.
but I think he's the playmaker. You probably will want if you're the Texans.
That's the part
Uh,
that's hard. Did Nolan Smith already go already?
no, Nolan Smith is still on the board.
This is, and they need an edge in Houston.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do. They do.
to me, that would be somebody maybe they'll choose at 12.
Okay. Let me see here. All right. Aaron, you have any objections?
No, I'm just following y'all.
Then we got Nolan Smith from Georgia, selected to the Texans. Green Bay is on the clock. They
Mm.
traded Aaron Rodgers,
Dog,
moved up to 13.
The Jets gave up a whole lot for a Bama 39 years old.
Too much. But you know
Does
what I'm
that put them
saying?
over the hump?
That's the question, Aaron. That's the question. Does that put them
So
over the
let me
hump?
just say this. I'm gonna tell you, Aaron. The answer is no, because it's the Jets.
But
It's
they're
nothing. No, it doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter what they're one player away from being this, being that. No, it's the Jets. And once Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers he's starting to act like your boy Aaron. What's the Bama name?
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler, dog. He's starting to get into that bag. But when he don't care no more, like he already paid, so it just doesn't matter. And I could just see this junk just going bad. I could just see it going bad, though. So, uh, yeah. I mean, does Green Bay need to be looking at quarterbacks in this spot, or
Well,
they
they
got
know
they got
they got what's the name? They already drafted him a couple years
Jordan
ago,
Love?
John Love. So to me, that would be to me they should be moving to usher
He
the
looked much
in.
he looked much better when he like got to play his opportunities to play this past season.
Right,
He looked all right.
and that's what I mean. So I just think that that would be somebody that I just he. I think they do need. I don't think they're gonna pick quarterback. They got their quarterback, in my
Okay.
opinion. They drafted him, and
Mhm.
they just need to get. They need wide receiver weapons, man. You know, they lost Alan Lazard. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really have wide receivers ever since they lost what's the name the Raiders. I can't think of his name right now, but
Oh,
um,
I like Jalen Hyatt too, but again, smaller in size, got wheels. Um, so who are we consistent? Is it Zay Flowers here, or do y'all want one of the big bodies, Quentin Johnston or Jordan Addis?
I can see like a Quentin Johnson, like a bigger body.
Mhm.
Because when you think about Green Bay, they don't really typically have those kind of smaller wide receivers
Yeah,
like that.
they get the big bodies. You're right. Stop it, dog. Stop it. They get the Irenas, dog. They get the Irenas on it. All right. Oh, the Patriots, they select. Here, let me show y'all here. So you move down. Uh so we see we got uh you got B. John Robinson from Texas to the Patriots.
Yeah, they saying
Um
he the truth, man, at running back.
he is the truth, dog. He's the truth. Um then you got the Jets on the clock again. Do they get wide receiver help for Aaron Rodgers, or they get O line help? They need to tackle bad.
I think they're gonna go. I would say they'll go offensive lineman, like a guard
Mhm.
or a tackle, like you just said.
Paris Johnson Jr., done deal, or Broderick Jones.
Hmm, that's the key right there between the two of them. I haven't watched enough of the tackle tape to choose between the two, but I just think either way, it's gonna be a tackle. So I'll just do Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson. Now the Washington Commanders is on the clock. Hey, Ern, we here, bro. Who
Who
we
y'all
going
taking?
with?
He said, "Who y'all taking?" I knew that was happening right there.
Yeah, yo, we need a quarterback.
Not this year, not.
Aiden Hooker, we need him.
I think they're gonna take him if he's there in the second round. I
I
Yeah,
believe it,
if
I
he's
can
there
see
in the
that.
second, yeah,
and
that
that's a
yeah, that's
steal. If they can get that Bama for a two, who probably would have been a top three, top four pick had he not torn his ACL because he was tearing through the NCAA.
mhm.
Yeah,
That's a rock.
yeah. I, that's the thing. Yeah, they definitely need a quarterback, and he is better than what he's given credit for whatever reason. I don't know why he's not getting the same credit as some of these other quarterbacks, but oh well, I'm sorry.
So so the Washington, they got big needs. They need offensive lineman help. They need a linebacker still. This the seventh year in
Yeah.
a row. We need a linebacker.
Y'all need a cornerback. You
We
need a
need
corner. You
corners,
need tight end. You need
tight end.
offensive
Free
lineman.
safety.
You need safety. You just got a lot of needs across the board.
Who
And
we going with though?
I could see if a corner, one of the top corners.
Christian Gonzalez. I like Christian Gonzalez.
The tight end from Georgia.
Uh, are you
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You talking
Who's
about Darnell
basically an old
Washington?
lineman. You got about he's 6'7", 270.
Yeah, I like Michael Mayer better, but I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
I can see them going that dude Christian Gonzalez, man. I don't know
Yeah,
why. I
I
can
like
see
Christian
them.
Gonzalez. To me, he's the best corner.
I
The
can
one from
see them
Illinois.
going. Yeah.
No.
From
Or is
Christian
that
I'm
Gonzalez,
Weatherspoon?
Oregon.
sorry.
That's Weatherspoon.
Got yeah, Oregon. He's from Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, he the best. He the best Bama at corner. So if the Washington Commanders did that, I would actually be. And they don't even have that as a need on here, but it is a need. So Christian Gonzalez off the board, Brian
Really?
Branch, Miles Murphy, Darnell Wright, Seattle Seahawks on the clock again.
Mm, at 20. I could see them also going. Is there any tackles left available
Mm,
for them?
yeah, O line help. Tackles. Broderick Jones is still there from Georgia.
I would say go him.
Yeah, he's ranked 20th, so that makes sense. All right. Michael Mayer goes to the Chargers. Chargers need a head coach, new head coach. That's what they need. Them fools, terrible. Um, now the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock.
Mm,
What are they going to do here?
mm.
Lamar's situation still unsettled.
Well, they
What
got their
quarterback? So
they're not picking no. You think they're gonna draft the quarterback, Aaron?
Only one viable quarterback left: Hendon Hooker. Tanner McKee, no. Dorian Thompson Robinson,
so they're not giving the first.
huh?
Yeah. I think if Will Levis is here, they might get passive aggressive. But if he's
Nah, Will Levis been gone.
Yeah, Levis is gone. Hey, yeah,
I'm
Probably
talking about in
I'm
real
gonna do
life.
that. Oh, yeah, I think he is gonna leave, man. I don't think he's gonna fall to 20 in this draft, man. I think that's gonna be the surprise. If you want to put up that cost still, man, let me know.
Dog, I'm going with racism every
That he
time.
won't go
Dog.
to.
He gonna go top 10?
I put up. He ain't going top 4. He not going
Top
before
5?
Stroud.
Nah.
Okay,
That's
let's say
different. He not
Stroud don't
going
get
before.
taken number 1. Let's say Stroud don't get taken number 1 and slip. He not going
Okay.
before Stroud.
No, he's not. He's not. He can't. He can't.
He shouldn't.
No. He won't. He won't.
You're right, D.
He
That's the
won't.
one.
He won't.
I can't
I
say he won't,
I
man.
give my car away for that, dog. It's no way under no circumstances. Uh,
I mean, the Ravens, they could use a running
Wide
back. They could
receiver,
corner.
wide receiver.
tight
They could
end.
use, corner, linebacker. They could probably use the offensive lineman if one is good available at hit their spot.
I like Zay Flowers, Jalen Hyatt. Those are the only two that I like.
I take Jalen Hyatt if he's available at this point in the draft.
Yeah, I like Jalen Hyatt. He got hands and he got
But let me
wheels.
ask you this though: you think they're gonna use him right though? That's my problem with the way
No, they
they.
don't. Yeah, dog.
They
They
said the
not.
point of firing the OC was to
Uh-huh.
be able to finally start utilizing the wide receivers. Now, is it going to work? That's to be determined. But
Okay.
I think they're trying to make an emphasis on getting out of that, HBCU style of football and spreading the ball around.
They do
Three-
be doing that.
Three tight end sets. You're gonna do three
Yeah,
tight end
yeah.
sets. Yeah.
Wing T, double trips right.
I know
Wing
exactly what
T,
you're saying.
power eye.
Because
3
that
starting running backs. Get out of
hey,
here.
'cause that boy can fly from Tennessee, man. He flies, man. He got wheels, and he's just a big playmaker. So if they were to get him, I mean, that would be a big move by if they get Jalen Hyatt
Yeah.
That's a good gesture towards Lamar as well. Like,
for
we
sure.
get that we partially responsible for, a lot of stuff that's being said in this off season, and we trying to do our part. To this point, they having that wide receiver. I get the Odell signing, but if you banking on him for 17 games. I just
Nah.
don't think you can do that at this point in his career
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
because you're planning to hurt him if that's the case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Jalen Hyatt at 22, 23. Vikings select Joey Porter
Yeah.
Jr.
Yeah, he's a
We old,
beast.
dog. We old. We
Yeah, I
old.
know.
Dog. Then the cornerback out of Maryland,
Yeah.
Deontay Banks
Yeah,
to
he's
the
good.
Jaguars.
Wheels. He wheels.
Now it's you, D. Your New York Giants.
Mm. Mm.
Y'all gonna get Daniel Jones some help?
Mm. I want to say want to say yes. So who is available still on this board so I can
So for wide receivers, you got Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, Josh Downs, Nathaniel Dale,
so
Cedric Tillman, Rashi Rice,
I
Marvin Mims.
so I can see Jordan Addison going
Mm-hmm.
or Zay Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Who's y'all tight ends?
Oh, remember we just got the tight end from the Raiders.
Oh, Waller. These Bama's got
Oh,
Waller. I'm
Wallace.
tripping.
And then we had the rookie from last year. He's an inline blocker. He did good for his rookie season. I felt like he did a really good job. I just that, but we also need a center. We don't have a center on the roster. That's a starting like viable center. We have a backup center. We got guards. They're talking about maybe moving to that position. Um, but that's the part. But I'm gonna go with the kid. I'm gonna go with the wide receiver, man. What was the cornerbacks that were available? Let me ask you that. What cornerbacks?
Cornerbacks available: Emmanuel Forbes, Cam Smith, Tyreek Stevenson,
Mm.
DJ Turner.
Let me go. Let me
Clark.
go. Let me go. Emmanuel Forbes. Even though the Bama's light, he's really light. And he's like 166 pounds, something insane like that. Which
What?
is yeah.
Yo, that's he weigh less than me. After my procedure on my esophagus, dog. What?
The
Pause.
Bama,
Playing
yeah, really
football?
playing
Nah,
football, man.
dog.
But you
He
could
gonna
gain
die.
weight though. You can put on some. You know what I'm saying? You could put on some
Mar
weight.
Hamlin, dog. He gonna die out there, you know. You guys.
But this dude was a beast at the position of corner, man. He was getting major turnovers. We didn't have a lot of turnovers last year. I think we won the worst teams in the whole NFL in
Mhm.
turnovers. So I'm gonna go with the kid out of the cornerback.
Mississippi State,
Yeah,
Emmanuel Forbes.
yeah.
Okay, done deal. Dallas Cowboys. Okay, who they we just picked the worst bad boy here. Since the whole draft. But Dallas always do well in the drafts. I feel like they
They do
always
really
get
good. They do real good in
always
the
get like
draft.
another player. Like they always add another band. Like, yeah, that band was still there. So I like Luca Van Ness. I think they probably go ahead and grab him off the
Mhm.
board. Have an edge rusher. Help. They do need running back. Help. Um, BJ is gone. John Robinson's gone. But Jameer Gibbs is still there. Dog, if Dallas got Jameer Gibbs, screw it. Oh my goodness, dog. Just thinking about that makes me upset. Oh,
And they got good
because
guys that
Jameer
do a
Gibbs.
great job. You know, Dallas's problem is not getting talent; it's the people that coach the talent. That's the problem in Dallas. They got a great
Yeah.
person that does their drafts, man.
So they had Tyree Wilson goes at Buffalo, edge rusher, Anton Harrison to the Bengals, Luca Van Ness to the Saints, Jordan Addison to the Eagles, and Zay Flowers to the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's a problem. Good grief. They is a flowers. That is a problem. Good night.
Problem, but it could shake out like that. It definitely could shake out like that. Oh man, and that is our draft. All of our players picked for the first round. Again, we'll be at the Sports and Social on Thursday hanging out. If you want to come and buy the host a beer, gladly hook me. You want to come and hang out, chop it up, and just kick it with the crew. Definitely will be in the building. Aaron, we got reservations. We reserved in the jump. Oh, he dropped off. Um, yeah, I don't know where he going. This Batman working. He working behind the scenes doing something. But yeah, we in the building. Definitely come join us, hang out with us. Um, Yeah, next week we'll be on to the NBA playoffs. We'll get into that. Jimmy Butler did have an amazing game, probably one of the greatest scoring outputs in Miami playoff history, dog. Bama was insanely good.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but overall, I mean, LeBron is LeBron. And playoffs. We'll get into much of that next week. Follow us at OSS 980, other side of sports. And we out.